So we are going to see that first in SAP ECC screen, then I will show you in SAP S4 HANA. So let me take you to SAP screen, ECC. This is SAP ECC sandbox. Let me give my user ID and password, same like in SAP S4 HANA. And here I will use T code XK01 to create a vendor master record. So this is a that vendor master record screen, like where we used to create a vendor master record. This is the screen. And here we are going to give our vendor, our company code, our purchase organization, account group. All these details we are mentioning here in that vendor master record. Right? So we are going to create a vendor master record by just using key code XK01. So here we need to give our vendor number. Let me give any vendor, like let me give vendor and user vendor. Let me give anything. Let me give my company code here, whatever company code we have. Our purchase organization, which organization is responsible for that, whatever purchase organization. So let me give my purchase organization, KRP1. This all configured by consultant. This purchase organization, this company code, this account group, that's all configured by consultant. But as an end user, we used to take these values like a data entry, you can say. So let me give account group here. Let me take this one, standard 0001. Hit enter. Account number is incorrect. Let me take, because the length is too big, I guess. So let me give when 123. Any alphanumeric? Okay, that's already exist. Let me take this. Okay, hit enter, and here we need to give our title. So title can be company, it can be anything. Give your name here. So we are giving only mandatory fields here. We are not going to mention each and everything here. So this is street and address, postal code, country, region. Hit enter. From here we can give all the bank details for that user. We can mention it here. Hit enter. Account key. Payment terms, like it's going to payable immediately, it's going to pay within 15 days, whatever payment terms are there, that also configured by consultant. As an end user, you need not to configure all these things. You need to use all these things as a data entry, that's it. And I'm just giving a mandatory field. These all fields also we can give in the real time, whatever client have given, whatever details he required, we are going to mention. But here we are giving only mandatory details, mandatory fields. Hit enter, enter. Currency. So currency, I'm taking INR here. Hit enter, hit enter. Yes. So from here you can see vendor is created. So like that we can create a vendor in ECC screen. So this vendor is created when 127. We can also make the changes in vendor by just using T code XK02. So this is the thumb rule also. You can remember that simply. There is a thumb rule. Let me tell you this also. Let me open Notepad. So this is a thumb rule, like if you remember any T code, like for creation of a material master record, let's suppose T code is MM01, to change it will be MM02. So sir, what is the thumb rule here? So simply you need not to remember each and every T code. I am just giving you a thumb rule or a trick to remember all these T codes. If MM01 is a T code to create a material master record, then to change it will be MM02 plus 1, you can say. mm02. And if you are going to do +1 in that again, for change it will be to display it will be mm03. Okay, mm03 is to display. So then sir, what is the thumb rule? Same like for each and everything, like for vendor master record. If you know the T code to create a vendor master record, you just need to remember this T code xk01. To change, this is xk02, right? This is xk02. And to display, this is xk03. Same like for purchase order, like to create a purchase order. So you need not to remember so many T codes. You just need to remember one, and you can remember easily change and display. So to create a PO, T code is ME21N. To change, T code is ME22N. And to display, T code is ME23N. Right? Same for purchase requisition. To create purchase requisition, T code is ME51N. To change, T code is ME52N. To display, T code is ME53N. Okay, same for RFQ. To create RFQ, T code is ME41. To change, T code is ME42. To display, same like that. Okay, so same like that. This is only required for you. Like for end user, you don't require so many T codes. Like for goods receipt, T code is MICO. For invoice verification, T code is MIRO. So only these limited T codes you need to remember. You need not to remember so many T codes. Like for consultant, so many T codes are required. But as an end user, you don't require so many T codes. Right? So this is how you can remember the T codes. T codes simply transaction codes. So for all the transaction, there is a unique code is there. So for that, we are saying T code. So we can change that vendor master record by just using T code xk02, and we can display by just using T code xk03 if we want to display anything, right? So we can display it from here. Same like that in SAP S4HANA, we are creating BP. We are not creating in SAP S4HANA, we are creating BP, business partner. Instead of creating that vendor, we used to create a BP, business partner in SAP S4HANA. So what's the difference? It is required for consultant, but let me tell you even. Like like in ECC is a previous version. S4HANA is a latest version. ECC has its like they are going for some third-party database, for example SQL, for example some any third-party like database like Oracle or SQL they are having. But in case of SAP S4HANA, they are having their own database. So own database in that SAP S4HANA is like HANA is a database, right? So in SAP S4HANA, some updates are there if you compare to ECC. Mostly 90 to 95%, things are same, but some updates are there from ECC to S4 HANA, and from that one update is like just like in SAP S4 HANA we create a BP, business partner, instead of creating a vendor. Right, so like in SAP S4 HANA they just make update like whenever there is a customer, there is a supplier, there is a good supplier, there is a vendor, there is an invoice supplier, all will be considered as a business partner. So we need not to create separately as we used to create in ECC system. In S4 HANA only one BP, business partner, need to be created. So this is the difference, right? Okay, I just told you, but it's not required for you as an end user. So let me log in here and let me use T code BP. So here T code is BP to create a business partner, and you just need to go to organization and you just need to mention, you just need to assign a grouping, BP grouping. That all is created by, all is configured by consultant. You need not to configure, like consultants are configuring that BP role, that grouping, each and everything is configured by consultant. You as an end user, you just need to mention whatever details they have provided, like this is a BP grouping, okay, you will give that grouping here. Whatever BP role is there, you are going to assign that BP role here simply. So these like data entry type things you are going to do as an end user. You need not to configure all these things. So let me take anything from here. Okay, here supplier number. So you need to give all these details, you need to assign that, and you can simply create a BP from here, business partner. So instead of creating a supplier, like creating a vendor in S4 system, we are creating a BP. Same like that, we are giving all these fields, all these details, all these basic details. We are not going to deep in down in this topic because this is not required for end user. Whatever is required, let me explain that only. So that also we have covered. And yeah, one more thing, like we have seen T code to see the list of material master record is MM60. Same like that, T code to see the list of supplier is MKVZ. So MKVZ is a T code to see the list of supplier. And in this field, you need to give, if you want to see as per purchase organization, so you need to mention your purchase organization here only. If you want to see as per account group also, you will mention your account group also. If you want to see as per supplier number, you can see as per a supplier number also. So these are like a filters that you can apply to see the list of supplier. So I just want to see as per my purchase organization, I will just click on execute, and these all are my suppliers list. So these all are my suppliers list that I have created. These all are my suppliers. Same like that if I show ECC also, because more than 60 to 70% organizations still using ECC. So let me tell you ECC also. Okay. But complete end-to-end we will see in SAP S4 HANA latest one 2023. But sometimes I am also showing you ECC because some users maybe who is going to watch that video in their company, ECC is still there. So that will also helpful for them also. Meanwhile, both are 90 to 95% same, only few changes are there. Okay. So for ECC, like if you want to see the list of suppliers, same T code is there, MKVZ. To see the list of suppliers, T code is same, MKVZ. Okay, so from here also same like that, like export system, that screen have opened. You need to mention your purchase organization, execute. You can see the list of your suppliers here simply, right? Okay, so like that we can do, we can see same in ECC and S4 HANA, we can see the list of suppliers. So we are going to do in SAP S4 HANA only. So I'm going to log out this and let me log in S4 system. So this is my S4 system, and let me deep down to next topic. Let us deep down to next topic. Like this, all we have covered. Basic navigation we have seen. We have seen material master record, how to create, how to change, how to display. We have seen. We have seen vendor master record also, how to display, how to change, how to create in both ECC and S4 system. As an overview we have seen. Now we will see purchase requisition. So sir, what is a purchase requisition? So purchase requisition is just an internal document that we are using. Let me give you a very practical example so that you can relate. So that your mom is coming to you and she is saying, go to market and just buy bread, butter, and bread, butter, milk, coffee powder. Just go and just buy all these stuffs. You will go to one grocery shop. You will just before going to that grocery shop, you will make a checklist so that you don't forget whatever you want to purchase, like bread, butter, how much bread is required, how much butter is required, how much that quantity is required for each and everything. You are going to maintain a checklist for your reference only. And keep in mind, you are not going to give that to your shopkeeper. You will just take this for your reference. Okay, so that you can see, okay, this is I need to be purchased from shopkeeper so that I can remember that need to be purchased. You will make such a checklist. Same like that, we are creating a purchase requisition in our organization. Okay, purchase requisition we are creating, we are not sending that purchase requisition to any vendor or supplier. We are just creating for our reference. So this is why we are creating a purchase requisition. What's the business requirement for that purchase requisition? Right? So, and we used to say that material indent also. Let me open the notes also. Meanwhile, this is for consultant, but we can take some reference from there. So let me open purchase requisition note. I guess here it is, purchase requisition. That all like for consultant, for end user it's not required. Okay, let me cover only. Here it is. Okay, so further which is there. Yeah. So as I just gave you example, like in our house we have make a list of material to be purchased. Same like that, we used to create a material indent in SAP system, and that material indent, like iron sheet we required 10, condenser coil we required 2, condenser we required 5. Same like that, we used to create a material indent in our SAP system, and that we used to say purchase requisition, PR. So this is an internal document. When the company is in need of a material, we will create a PR, and this will not send to a vendor. That we use for only for our reference. We don't share that to our supplier or vendor. We just create for our reference only. So that's the reason we used to say this is an internal document, this is not an external document, because we are just using that internally. We are not sharing that to anyone. So what's the business requirement, what's the business use for this purchase requisition then? So whenever company is in need of a material, they will create a material indent that used to called as a purchase requisition in SAP system. This will contain what it will contain. It will contain material number, it will contain quantity, how much quantity we just want to purchase, 100 quantity, 50 quantity, 200 quantity, whatever quantity we just want to purchase, we used to mention that. Our plant we used to mention here. Okay, so that we will see. So these are the T codes that we are going to use to create a purchase requisition. Like to create a purchase requisition, T code is ME51N. To change purchase requisition, if like some changes we just want to make, like let's suppose we just make some mistake or anything we just forgot to take, we just want to add that, we will just use T code ME52N. And if we just want to display that purchase requisition, then simply we will use T code ME53N to display. Okay, and in that we can't do any changes, we can only display. And if we want to see the list of our all purchase requisition, then we will simply use T code ME5A. So let me show you one by one. Let me take you to SAP screen and we will see that in latest version of SAP S4 HANA 2023. Just give your user ID, your password. Okay. So let me use T code ME51N. This is a T code to create a purchase requisition. Let me open Notepad. So purchase requisition is our topic. To create purchase requisition, T code is ME51N. To change ME52N, to display ME53N. So I am just using T code ME51N to create a purchase requisition. This screen will open and here you can see document type, that all configured by consultant. That document type and all these you need not to be worried about all these things. That all you will have once consultant will configure, you will just use that. So you will just use a document type. So for here just use a standard document type NB. This is also interview question. So what's the standard document type for purchase requisition? This is NB, right? And here you can see this header is there. So in header we are going to maintain anything. If we want to maintain any note here, we can maintain like please pack all material okay. So here let me give my material number. So what material number I have, I can open in another session. I will open list of my material. So how can I open another session? I will just use T code /O followed by the T code whatever transaction I want to perform. So let's suppose I just want to see the list of material master record. To see list of material master record, T code is MM60, you know that. So what I will do, I will just use T code /O followed by the T code whatever transaction I want to perform. So here I just want to open list of my material whatever I have created in the system. All material master record I want to see, the list of all material master record. So I will simply use T code MM60 and here I will, before that I will just use T code /O so that one more session will open and I can use that, I can utilize that session also. So in plant I will give my plant number, execute. This is all my material number. I can use any of the material. So simply I will use this mat02. So here I will give my material number mat02 and this first field is for item, line item, how many line items I am going to use. So for first line item this is 10, this will be 20, for second line item, for third line item 30, fourth line item 40, like that. Here item category and here account assignment. So for side you just required sometimes only cost center, otherwise this is also not required for end user. For consultant we used to configure all these things. In item category, like if we are creating a purchase requisition, standard purchase requisition, so we are not going to select anything, but let me give all these details first, then I will come again back to this item category because I can't select from here. Okay, first let me give all these details. Let me open again, or like right now I'm in display mode now. If I'm in display mode, I want to change from display to edit mode. From here this icon, we can simply do that. Okay, so I'm giving material number, or better I will show you again freshly I will open ME51N and I will just use anything here like pack all material properly. Okay, so material number, let me give here like mat 02, quantity, whatever quantity we just want to purchase, our plant number, plant code, so plant code is KL01 in my case, that all will be configured by consultant only. Storage location, purchase group, which group of people is going to be responsible for purchasing that purchase group, and let me click to this icon, check icon. So just click on this icon, document type, okay. So let me check it again, document type NB not allowed with document category B. Okay, someone just make a document category B as a default, so that I have to check also. So these tickets, these errors are coming. As a end user, you need not to be worried about all these things. Consultants, support consultants are going to resolve all these things. You need not to worry. If you are stucking, like you are facing some errors like that, you are just going to send that to the team. They are going to send to the consultants team. So they are going to figure out. So you need not to worry about all these things. But let me create, someone just change that standard data, because these are the online systems, so students keeps on making the changes. Let me take some another document type. Okay, and hit enter and save it. So just check it and we can save it. Like someone just changed this standard document type, some changes someone just made. This is the reason this error is coming. So this is an online system. So online system students are keeps on changing. Okay, but in the real time, you will work as an end user, you will not face any issues. Like these tickets will be resolved by consultants team, support consultant team. Meanwhile, standard document type is NB, but someone just deleted that or make some changes in that. Because NB is not visible now. Let me take something else, and like that we can create a purchase requisition. So here not only for one line item, I can create for multiple line item also. Like some another material also I just want to purchase in 100 quantity, whatever quantity is there. I will just mention these details, mandatory details like plant, quantity, material number, storage location, purchase group, and just check here Once you will check, you can create for multiple line items like 100, 50, 200, whatever it is. And this note will be applicable for all the line item. Okay. So come here. Here you can see different tabs are there. So in that purchase requisition itself, you can see different 4 areas are there. So where is that 4 areas? If I just collapse here, these 4 areas you can see. Document overview on, header area, item overview area, and item detail area. So basically these 4 areas are here. Okay. And I just mention in header data that detail. In item overview, I just maintain all these details like material number, sort text, quantity, delivery date, all these details we have maintained in that. And now we are going to see item detail also. So in item detail, we will see each and every tab one by one. Like this is a tab, enhance limit, material data, quantity date, and all these details are there. So if I just check it here, here is you can see the limit. So if some limit is there as per the values, if there is some limit like expected value, overall limit, if that's there, we can maintain it here. In material data tab, we can maintain material number related things like batch number is required if some batch number is there. That all configured by consultant. You just need to mention as an end user here. Supplier material number is there if something, sort text. In quantity and date, or you can see now whatever I am taking here, that will same reflect here. So if I will take 200 here, 250 you can just take and hit enter. That same 250 will be updated here, right? So like that. So anything you will make the changes, that will reflect here. Why it only changed for MAT 2025? Why it's not changed for MAT 02? Just check from here, because here MAT 2025 is selected. If I will select MAT 02 from here, then it will change all each and everything, or each and every data will be changed for this only. Okay. So you can see 150 have changed from here itself. Valuation, if any valuation is there, like what's the price there, this is the valuation price, moving average price, this is the currency. Okay. Source of supply, who like which supplier is there. If we just maintain any source list for that, then all that data will be copied from source list. That also the part of consultant. You need not to worry about that also. All will be done by the consultant in backend. You just need to, if you are creating with that, you just need to click on assign source of supply. Automatically supplier number will come here. If like fixed supplier is there or something is there, it will automatically come here. Purchase organization, that all will come here. You just need to click on assign source of supply. In status, you can see the status for that. Okay. So once we will post that, we will create a PO, we will create a GR. At that time, we can see that status will be updated. Like what's the status for that material. Who is the contact person, like who is the sales person, who is the contact person, anyone like who have created that. So admin have created that. If someone have requested, sometimes what happened, let me tell you the real time scenario, what used to happen. Like initially also I worked as an end user like almost 7 to 8 years ago. When I started a career for 5 to 6 months, I just worked as an end user. So I know all these stuff. So sometimes what happened, let's suppose you are working as in a purchasing department as an end user, and you just need to create a purchase requisition, but you are on a holiday and you are on a vacation, but it's just a mandatory. Someone needs to be created that. So what you are going to say, you will say some of your colleague, please create that purchase requisition on my behalf, and he will create by his user ID. And at that time of a creation, in that contact person, in that requisitioner field, he will mention your name itself. Okay, because he is creating on your reference. So requisitioner who you have requested is going to be there. Okay, so this is used for that. If some tracking number is there, that we can maintain it here. some text we just want to maintain. So what's the difference between this text and this text? So this text will only be belongs to this mat02. Whatever we are going to write it here, that will be applicable for mat02 material number. But whatever we have mentioned in that header node, that will be applicable for all the material. Even I have mentioned it here, for all the material. Right? So this will be applicable for all the material. Delivery address, like on which address this material, once we will create a PO, on which address this is going to be delivered. This is a delivery address, right? This is the address of a delivery. So just check it. If you just check and no message is there, so that means it's error free. Okay, and we can easily save it. So just save it from here. And we just created a purchase requisition. This is our purchase requisition number. Okay, let me copy on notepad. So this is how we can create a purchase requisition. If we just want to make some changes in this purchase requisition, we will simply use this T code. Just mention it in comment section if you remember. If to create purchase requisition, T code is ME51N. So just write in a comment section, just pause that video right now and just write what will be the T code to change purchase requisition. Just go in a comment section and just write it down. Yes, if you have write correct, let me tell you, ME52N is a T code to change purchase requisition. So I will just use ME52N and I will just click on this other purchase requisition icon. So just click on that and just copy your purchase requisition number from here. Just copy this and just paste it here, hit enter and just check it and save it. And if we just want to make any changes, we can make the changes. So just see, right now I can't make any changes because this is right now in a display mode. So if I want to like switch from display mode to change mode, or from change mode to display mode, reverse also it can happen. How can I do that? So mostly like end users used to stuck there, they are using T code like that for change purchase requisition. As you know, T code is ME52N. They have used that same T code, but display purchase requisition screen have opened. So how they can switch from display to change mode or change mode to display mode? Let me tell you. So you just need to click on this icon. Here you can see one icon is there. From there you can just switch from display to change mode and from change mode to display mode. So once I just click on this, it will be on change mode right now. Again, if I just want to go for display mode, I will click on that and it will come back to that display mode. So right now I just want a change mode. So anything I want to change, let's suppose I just want to change the quantity. Instead of 150, I just want to take 50. Instead of 250, I just want to take 100. Hit enter. And I can say from there, whatever the changes I just want to make, like I just want to make the change in storage location, I don't want to store that in storage location 1, I just want to store in storage location 2. I will select from here and I will check it and I will save it. So this is how I can change that purchase requisition. You can also see here, purchase requisition changed. If I want to display that purchase requisition, how can I display? That also we will see. So that same purchase requisition will be there. You can also see same purchase requisition number will be there. This and this will be same because you just change from some fields from that same purchase requisition. Now if I want to display, which T code I am going to use? I will just simply use T code ME53N. Okay. And here I will just go to other purchase requisition. I will give my purchase requisition number here. So let me take from notepad. This is my purchase requisition number. Let me copy this. Let me paste it here. Hit enter. Okay. just I can display. Right now I'm in a display mode. Right now you can see quantity is 50. For this quantity is 100. Earlier that was 150 and I guess 250. So we have changed. This is a tracking number. Okay, if you want to have some tracking number through which we can track that, we can also mention it here. So this is how we can display a purchase requisition. So T code, you know, ME53N. To display T code is ME53N. Okay, to change ME52N. Now I just want to see list of my purchase requisition, like how many purchase requisition I have created. If I just want to see that, how can I see that? Okay, like how many purchase requisition is created this month, last month. If we want to see all that report, all that data, how we can see that? Simply we will use T code ME5A. So T code is ME5A. So let me use T code ME5A. Hit enter. So this screen will open. You just need to mention your plant here, which plant you want to see, which delivery date you want to see. You can see from here itself. Okay, let's suppose you want to see a delivery date on this. If any number of a purchase requisition is there, it will be there, but there is no purchase requisition for this delivery date. So I'm just giving my plant here only and I will just execute. So date wise also you can see. So these all are my purchase requisition that I have created for that plant. So from here I can extract the report. I can see each and everything, for which material number, how much quantity, for which plant, for which storage location, for which purchasing group. Each and everything we can see from here itself. Right, each and everything we can see from here. If I just go back and if I just want to give, these are like a filter. If I want to see as per purchase requisition number, I can give only purchase requisition number here. Let's suppose I want to see for this purchase requisition number. So I will just mention this purchase requisition number here, hit enter, and I can easily see that. Okay, like for that purchase requisition, 2 material is ordered, 50 quantity, 100 quantity. This is a delivery date, this is a plant, this is a storage location, this is a purchase group, this is a tracking number, this is a supplier who is a fixed supplier for that, and this is a purchase info record. So each and every detail we can see from here itself. Right, if I will just leave that, these all are like a filters. If I want to see for some specific material, like for mat 02, how many purchase requisition are there? These are the purchase requisition for this material number only, mat 02. So like that I can use that filters. Who is a requisitioner, who have requested that, for that we can see for some fixed supplier, we can see from here. Blocking indicator, we can mention it here. Some release date, delivery date, anything is there, we can mention it here. As per material group, we just want to filter data, we can filter it from here. Right, so you can just see your list purchase requisition from here itself. Now